Right about now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds of MC Raw Face and DJ Easy Rock. Hit it!
To get down, I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid, I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious, cause I'm a winner, no not a loser. To be an MC is what I choose. Ladies love me, girls adore me, I mean even the ones who never saw me, like the way that I rhyme at a show. The reason why, man, I don't know, so let's go, cause listen up, cause I'm gonna keep you in step. I got an idea that I wanna share. You don't like it, so what? I don't care. I'm number one, the uno, I like calm. Bring all the suckers, cause all of them I'll stomp. Won't neglect, but I will protect all of my followers, cause all I want is respect. I'm not a boxer, but the man who rocks ya. A slick brother that can easy out fox ya. Cause I'm Bob, the last name Basis. And over mic, I'm known to be the freshest. So let's start, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm not a sucker, so I don't need a bodyguard. I won't fess, wear bulletproof vest. Don't smoke Buddha, can't stand sex, yes. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. The situation that the bass is in, I'm kinda stingy, that's why I don't wanna win. A funky rhyme to a foe or a good friend. Now listen up, cause I want you to comprehend. Cause I'm the leader, the man, superior. I take curia and then you get worrier. So just sit, my rhymes are not counterfeit. The record sells, which makes this one a hit. It won't hurt to listen to Red Alert. Take off the shirt, make sure it don't hit the dirt. I like the kids, the guys, the girls. I won't get done cause this is raw-based world. I'm on a mission, you better just listen to my rhymes cause I'm all about dissing cause it takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. I stand alone, don't need anyone, cause I'm raw, just came to have fun. Don't need friends that act like foes, cause I'm raw, based, the one who knows about things that make you get weary. Don't cheer me, just hear me out, cause I got the clout. Shout before I turn the party out. I won't stutter, project my voice, speak clearly, so you can be my choice on stage or on record. Go to the Wiz and select it. Take it off the rack and the black, put it back. I like the Whopper, the Big Mac. If you want static, so let's go. So throw up your hands, go for what you know. Bro, I got an ego. Yo, talking to me? No. Oh, cause Robbers in the front, Easy Rockers on the back up. We're not soft, so you better just slack up. Cause I'm cool, calm, just like a breeze. Rock the mic with the help of Easy Rock. On the set, the music play. Only cuts the records that I say. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. Alright now, Easy Rock now. When I count to three, I want you to get busy. You ready now? 1, 2, 3, get loose now.
All right. Hello. Good afternoon. This is High Priestess Jamila. You got to be born in the 70s to understand and know that song by Rob Bass. I used to listen to that song every morning while I was getting ready for school and work. Work when I dropped out of school, because I dropped out when I was 16 and got my GED. That's another story though. I got to talk about something. Let me tell y'all something. These people on the internet that are trolling these extreme groups and collective of peoples is really starting to get on my nerves as an authentic healer. And I got to talk about this today. Also, another thing, I hope that a lot of you guys made the last couple of days some of your best moves. You know the saying, let your next move be your best move. So if y'all knew about that 110, that January 10 and that January 11th, shout out to y'all. I hope that the last couple of days you actually understood. I didn't come on here and make any announcements on purpose, but those are 2 days that, you probably wanted to really stay vigilant. Okay, seriously, especially when it comes to the new year and the echoes and just the echoes of things that technically or spiritually we're supposed to let go of on the new year. But then, how stuff that doesn't want to let us go comes back on the first. And so hopefully you guys were focused on that. If you weren't, it's fine. There's still always time. What I wanted to come and talk about is how disturbing it is when I speak about something spiritually and then I see a vlogger utilizing that same information but only twisting my words. So I shared it to my community wall, and I'm not starting no beef with this person uh because I overstand what a lot of people, especially those in social media that was born in the 90s, um and possibly was born under a different era. I was born in 77, which is pretty heavy. Okay, if you was born in the 70s, this it's a lot. It's a lot if you was born in the 70s. Okay, so it means a lot. But then again, whatever the bad agenda is, it means nothing, because you gotta believe in the concept of time and timing, but then again, you don't in some things, right? I've spoken a lot and given a lot of info about some men, not all, not all men, some. And in fact, it's a it's kind of a small, it's kind of compared to the population, it's kind of a small number of men when you compare it to the rest of the population of men. A small population of men who are still a minority. Okay, I'm not talking about black, because everybody, whenever you say minority, people think you're talking about black people. No, it's a minority of men of all races that do ritualistically implant things in our bodies to siphon energy to manifest off of that. Um, And so I want to break this down real quick because the information that a lot of us authentic spiritualists are out here talking about is being twisted and reverbed to fit certain agendas. And that's not fair. That's not fair, and it ain't right, and it ain't going to help nobody. Now, I just ran into a video on my homepage that I felt was relevant that I needed to talk about, to where the spiritual information is being used um to further some kind of lesbian agenda. Now, if you're familiar with what I have been through with lesbianism and bi-curious behavior, for me, I love women. Okay, that women, that, and I don't love women in a sense where I want to make love to women or marry women or be with women sexually, but I love women. Okay, and witches. And if you guys know the history, um, I have a dark history rooted in lesbianism, to the point where I don't like it for myself. I hate that for me. For me, if somebody else is a lesbian, bisexual, hey, go have fun with that. But for me, I had a horrible experience with it. It was weird and goofy, and I was totally weirded out, and still am weirded out by women with like this sexual energy for other women, that are trying to grab other women by the throats, tie nooses around them, and dominate those women. Like, I don't see good things coming from society with that happening. Okay. So I don't have a good relationship with that. However, I am an extremely loving and open-minded person, to the point where I went through all of that for over a decade, and I still have nothing but love for the LGBTQIA community, or is it QAI community? Okay. So that's just how I am. I don't let shit get to me to the point where I start stereotyping groups of people. Now, I am going to speak out against anybody with an agenda. I did not give that spiritual information for what the fuck I say to be used in somebody's fucking agenda, when you need to sit your ass down and think for a while and start running off of emotions and start thinking. You get with one of these fake ass men who are trolling the internet or something, because a lot of people the past 20 years, 10 years, hard body, have been meeting men from the internet, and you don't really know anything about life, and you get these fake men in your life, and you take it and you run with it. Next thing you know, you throwing away your life, and you're carrying forth an agenda. You're carrying a torch for an agenda, when the shit that you got caught up with was fake anyway. That was a fake man. That was not a real man. That was a male that was sent with an assignment. And when I come on here and I tell people the solution, people in social media, in particular on YouTube, don't want to focus on the fucking solution. They want to focus on the problem. If you notice that when people on YouTube talk about something, they dwell, they harp, and they will repeat it over and over again what the problem is. Okay. That's just like if it's comparable to if your underarms stink. They'll come on here and say underarms are stanking. The underarms stank. The underarms is stanking. The underarms is stanking. It stank. It smell like this. It stank and stank and stank. And they'll say that shit for an hour or two, instead of saying, bitch, get some Dow soap and a rag and some fucking hot water and wash your ass. So that's what people do on YouTube. This is the fucking reason why. And while at the same time, people allow trolls to control their fucking mind. Okay, I'm just saying, It's fucking frustrating. My spirit team has delivered a solution from trolls because it was a troll apocalypse. So we ain't worrying about no damn trolls over here. But it's just the point that so many people, next thing you know, you done been on YouTube, you done been on the internet for 10, 15, 20 years, and your whole life is gone because you wrapped up in under mind control. Let me digress for a second so I can calm down and speak about what I want to speak about. It's so much shit to do that I barely even have time or find the time to fucking do it. Half the time. And you know what? It lets me know that the blood ritual that I did, I'm probably gonna hold back on speaking about that for a while. Not forever, but for a while. I'm gonna hold back on that. Cause the trolls and the agenda, they coming out here messing with spiritual people when they know they shouldn't. And they constantly going around talking about she got period blood and doo-doo in a jar. I don't have doo-doo in a jar. Period blood is not doo-doo. It's so frustrating. I don't know why these trolls decided to fuck with spiritual people. It was the dumbest thing ever because I can promise you it's not going to work out for them. We done already said it. We ain't got to say it every damn day. Okay. Now, the thing of it is that this is very, very, very sacred spiritual information that we are talking about. Please show some respect. That's why you hear stories about people out here. You got dumb women causing trauma in the world. I just saw a video about a girl that murdered her 5 or 6 year old son, talking about she's doing an exorcism. But see, shit like that gets upfront airplay while authentic high priestesses like myself get pushed to the fucking back because more than half of people are not going to fucking survive this zombie and troll fucking apocalypse and agenda. I can promise you that. My family and my loved ones are gonna survive it because I'm gonna tell you something. It don't matter if you got a picture that you posted on Facebook 20 15 years ago. You are a part of it. Now, if you never posted a photograph of yourself in social media, then you good. But if you've ever posted a photograph of yourself anywhere in social media, they done came for you. That's a fact. Anywhere in the past 10, 15, 20 years. You was on MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere. Okay. So it is what it is, right? Doesn't matter if you're active today in social media. Okay. Or at some point you done spoke to somebody from social media. Or at some point you done been on social media. It just is what it is. Okay. Social media is like a necessary evil that we must all find a solution to the problems that come from social media. Okay. Now, what pissed me off is that what I was speaking about is some of these males who are parasitic. So the video that went up that has like well over 15,000 views, where the subject is being brought up for obviously an agenda. Obviously, there are probably a lot of subliminals in the video. I don't even have to watch it to even know what's in it. Okay. And what I was speaking about was parasitic men that latch on, they implant shit into the body, into the womb of the woman, while they siphon energy out of the woman. And what I was speaking about, it's not about men. Men are not like that. Listen, when you get a good man in your life, there's a synergy, especially if that man is the one that's working and primarily earning and the the money. Okay, so yeah, women do empower their man to go out and work and bring home the money, especially if she's not working at all, right? So that's something that's normal. I was talking about these whoremongering men who are abusive, who are on an agenda to siphon energy to manifest. Yes, I'm not talking about all men. As men and women, we take from each other and give to each other. It's a flow. It's a flow. And it's a cycle that men and women deal with. Okay. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Okay. I was talking about these bums that don't work, are either bums that do work but they don't have enough. Okay, and you know what I'm talking about. If your man earns a lot of money, if your man makes good money, but then you come in social media and you see a contrast of a man that's the 5 of Pentacles, he don't make enough money, so he's harassing women, trying to get in on the good ship, lollipop, trying to fucking siphon energy from women. And this includes men that have never touched a woman, but see, they seem to have a henchman, a footman. Okay. That's why it's important to stay away from the gang stalking house husbands of YouTube or social media. It's very important. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about men, period. Men as a whole are not doing that. And a lot of good men that are out here and they're working every day and they're interested in having a normal relationship with a woman are being called names, they're being shamed by these disgusting parasitic men. I'm not talking about all men. If you don't know the dynamics of the synergy between a man and a woman, or if you don't respect that, I feel that my spiritual information is being used to push a lesbian agenda, and I'm not cool with that. I'm not okay with that. Because first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I've said this, and I've actually had the YouTube community get pissed off at me about this. I am not a lesbian, nor am I bisexual. I don't play that shit anymore, because you know what? In social media, I was berated. I was told I was not good enough for a man. I was told I wasn't shit. I was by gay men, by gay down low men and women on that fucking agenda. And I'm thinking, why in the fuck are these bitches doing this shit? Why are they doing that? And for me, the way that it ended up is that I said, no, I said, I ain't fucking with it at all. I said, this was the worst experience ever. What I took away from being bi curious was trauma. And to me, it wasn't worth it. So if you go through that experience with any portion or sector of the LGBTQIA community, and you walk away from that situation traumatized, never wanting to look back, that's pretty much all signs pointing to you're not interested in the same sex. Okay, pretty much. Okay, what I was speaking about is, and if you guys saw the coochie healing video that I did a couple of days ago, Okay. I was going to put up a more detail oriented video about that. But here's what I want to say to you. Don't come to social media and forget who you are. And all of a sudden, you're a lesbian because a goddamn agenda. I'm not saying that the LGBTQIA community has an agenda. I'm not saying that they do per se. I'm saying certain sectors of the LGBTQIA community do have an agenda. Certain sectors of it, not the whole. Not the whole. Most gay people are like, they're gay, they're lesbian, they're not worried about the next person. Okay. But you've got some people that are mentally ill, extremely mentally ill, and toxic. So when I stated whatever I speak about, and I think now at this point, because I said that was a problem. When I first saw people on here, in particular melanated people, coming on here generalizing, I said, this is a fucking problem. I said, because we can't come on here and say, well, all of them, all of them are doing this. No, that's so stupid. And so I recognized that years ago. It's one of those things that at this point I refuse to allow it to rage bait me. I refuse to allow that to happen because that's a part of the process. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Social media has, when you see stuff like that, it's parasitic behavior. It is. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta tend to something real quick. Hold on. Why in the hell are they doing that? Give me a second, y'all. All right, be right back. Testing, testing. Okay, I'm back. Y'all be careful with coming out here in social media and being being led, please. It's all kind of fuck shit going on. I'm talking about it's people out here. Me and one of my spiritual friends on here, we are always constantly discovering people that are out here supposedly giving spiritual information. They're supposed to be giving you guys spiritual information, but they are literally telling you the complete opposite of the truth. It is fucking scary. It is fucking insane. I saw some shit. I ain't even gonna speak on it. I'm not even gonna speak on it, man. Okay. Specifically what I'm talking about, but you're being given bad, misleading spiritual misinformation for a reason. For a reason, though. And most of the time, where you're getting that bad information, those are the vloggers that are being given the upfront airplay. Okay. Because and I'm gonna tell y'all something. It just is what it is. Okay. It's not no sweat off of my balls. I'm just not going to get a YouTube paycheck. My clientele still comes through every day. So I don't need for YouTube to allow me to get uh 20,000 views per video for me to be connected to my clients. That's a fact. Okay. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands. Is all I got to say. Hide them and protect them, because this is some crazy, weird ass shit. And I'm gonna tell you something. People that are on an agenda have false power, and not only that, they have false confidence. A lot of those people have nothing to do with the messages and the true nature and power of God. I'm just telling y'all. My spiritual info that I spoke about is not to be twisted and tangled. Please understand that just because I had issues and problems with, weird racist people, that means I'm going to go out in this world and have an agenda or something against all white people. Just because I went through this and that means I'm going to go out in this world and have a problem with all lesbians and all gay people. No. Just because so and so and so and so did this shit, no, I don't do stuff like that, because I have what's called discernment. Just because I had problems with anything doesn't mean that I was ever going to go out into this world and have a problem with all men. See, that's when they have damaged you beyond repair, and you have to heal yourself. You have to repair yourself. And I know it's a lot of them on here, they hopeless, and they talking the loudest, and they talking the most. They doing the most. Yes, it's a fact that spiritual undertakings, if you are sexually active with a man that is on that agenda, once you walk away from the situation, you're going to discover these anomalies that are going to come out of your body with your cycle, with your period, right? Yes, your body's going to have to clear itself out. Yes. Is it important to understand that? Yes. Is it also important to understand that just because that happened to you doesn't mean that you can't be with the person that you're meant to be with, the man that you're meant to be with? What is up with all of these people that are getting hurt as a part of these agendas, thinking, "Oh, now it's time to be gay"? No, it's not. It's that and yes. So I ran into another. I'm gonna tell you some more bullshit. I saw another video where somebody was just fucking with gay people, saying, "Oh, well, now I've gotten this to where I can say that gay people were not born that way." Yes, they were. Gay people were born that way. It was a part of their fucking destiny and their DNA. And that's why when you see some gay people, especially when it comes to women, female gay people, but some women are very androgynous to the point where they're masculine, and then you have some men that are very, very feminine in the way that they look. And so I'm just using that as a fucking example of organized chaos that they got going on out here. We know that gay people were born that way. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Does that mean that they have to take that path? No. No, there are some people that are attracted to the same sex. For me personally, after the shit that I went through, I cannot be attracted to the same sex. I can like women. I can recognize their beauty and their talents, but can I be attracted to another woman? Hell no, I can't. I listen, I can't do it. Mm-mm. I can't do it because first of all, I was just playing around with it to begin with. It was just something to do. And for somebody to tell me that I can't get no D the rest of my life or I can't get no D on a regular basis, I am a high priestess, I am a witch, and I like to fuck men. I like to fuck my man. I'm not interested in having sex with another woman at all. And if any female ever tried to force me into not getting some dick, or I'm supposed to be best friends with you and you gonna fuck with my D, bitch, you gotta go. And I will spiritually attack your ass because that's when you doing too much, bitch. That's when you doing too much. Okay. I'm just keeping it real. That's how most women are gonna feel. I am almost a half a century fucking old. Trust me, I know myself. When I realized that a bitch was interfering with my dick, and I could see it in the future, the bitch was gonna interfere with the dick and my pussy and the way my pussy received the dick and the way that my cervix has orgasms when a real dick is touching on it, bitch, please. You gotta go. You gotta go. You and your problems, bitch. And guess what? Even though I'm gonna tell y'all something, there's people out there. Let me tell y'all something. Okay. I got my pussy protected. I'm not trying to be ornery and raunchy. I'm just trying to get you to listen. Listen, when I stated that I have cervical orgasms, curses was sent my way to either fuck up my cervix or my womb by females. Fuck them bitches. Do I have something against all women? Hell no. But them bitches can get stitches. And guess what? I'm a healer. So guess what? I healed my pussy and I protected it. Try to come for my pussy and you're gonna be you gonna feel you gonna have some problems. Because when I lay down and make love to my man, I want to feel pleasure. I don't want to feel numbness. I want to feel pleasure. I want to feel my Venus flytrap open up for him. And I want fulfillment. And see, also another thing, I want to be in tune with Venus and the universe. I don't want no bullshit. And Mercury. Okay, hold on. Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, the moon, the sun. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be going through no fucking changes. And I don't want to be sitting there with my man thinking about some bullshit trolling on the internet. Fuck that. Y'all got to be careful with these social media agendas. And you got to be careful with who you listen to about the spiritual care of your pussy and your man's dick. Be careful with that shit. Because I'm sitting up here telling you. I'm sitting there telling you that there's things that I've spoken about on YouTube that led to jealousy and envy and the evil eye. People got jealous of me because I said that. What's a cervical orgasm? What is that? Look it up. What's a cervical orgasm? I'll give you the definition of it. You can Google it. You can go and Google what a cervical orgasm is. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up real quick to give you the verbatim definition so that you know so that I'm because I want this to be professional. Okay. Cervical orgasm. A cervical orgasm is a type of intense, full bodied orgasm that some people experience from the stimulation of the cervix or the deep areas of the vagina surrounding it, such as the anterior fornix or A spot. Okay. What a cervical orgasm feels like. Cervical orgasms are often described differently than clitoral orgasms, which tend to be more immediate and localized. They are typically characterized as a deep, expansive wave of pleasure that flows through the whole body, starting in the pelvis and spreading to the abdomen. Intense and potentially longer lasting, with some accounts suggesting they can last for a few minutes. Shit. For me, it can be a few hours. I'll have waves of it. I'll have waves of aftershocks. I can orgasm afterwards, even without having sex. An emotional or even spiritual experience that can lead to feelings of euphoria, deep surrender, or connection. More subtle and oceanic at first, requiring a different type of focus and relaxation. I came on here and stated that. Okay. And next thing I knew, I could see all kinds of stuff being thrown at me to fuck with my cervix. Needless to say, it's been reversed and my womb has been healed, right? But it's just the point of what we dealing with out here. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? When I stated that during my fertile time, I have egg white cervical mucus. I said music, mucus. People try to take that mucus. People wanted to block that. Let me block that. Let me tell you something. If a person, like, if they send enough spiritual bad energy to you, you'll even notice that when you start clearing out your womb and cleansing it out, you'll start to notice that those things will come out, because it'll be a kind of like, what it comes out as is a deep purplish, dry and rubbery is what it'll come out as, and you can recognize it. Okay. What's this? Okay. So, and stuff like that needs spiritual attention. Don't go through your whole life with a broken coochie. Listen to these people telling you that all men are about that. That's not true. Hold on, real quick. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm back. So, and this is very, very sad for a lot of people, because you're coming to social media and basically your bitterness and your confusion is being enabled, and you're being sucked in to the bullshit agenda in social media. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm the real deal. I don't give a fuck if a million of them come after me. They can't mess with me. I can deal with an infinite number of enemies. You understand me? So it doesn't matter to me. Anytime you come to social media and a bunch of fucking parasites is on your pussy, like goddamn parasites on Henrietta Lacks. It's something that can and will and always be done about that shit. And I don't care what nobody says. And they will all be dealt with. Just FYI. Okay, but that's pretty much it. We'll talk about a little bit about this later. I'm gonna sit here and commune with my guides and see if it's okay for me to talk about that blood ritual, because you know what, a lot of this, they're discouraging us from even discussing it. And either you're going to be smart and lucky and you're going to recognize real, or are you going to be just out here being puppeteered and spiritually attacked and under mind control by this bullshit in social media. Okay. All right, y'all. I love you guys. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe and all of that good stuff. Follow. And I can tell you that half of it we can't discuss on here. I'm thinking about discussing that blood ritual that I was talking about, but I'll have to see if they even want me to, because they sick of the shit. A lot of these people are willfully fucking stupid on here, because we done already warned them to stay out of the womb of the divine feminine. We done already warned them about trying to fucking do stuff that they doing. We've already warned them and told them that you either gonna straighten up and fly fucking right, or get knocked off, is what we done fucking told them. And they think that they got some kind of strength in numbers. No, they don't. They weaker, and they will always be weak. When it comes to your body and your choice, you understand what I'm saying? And that's not just for women, that's for men too. Okay. All right, guys. Peace and love to y'all. I'll be back. I gotta jump in the shower, and I'm gonna have to I gotta spray myself down with my herbs, because I can't handle this. This is just too much. This is way too much. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Blessings to y'all. Bye-bye.